Well, welcome back to another Camo Matrix video cast. It's been a while since I've done my last one, but in my own defense, it has been hunting season. Now, of course, now my freezer is full, and for most of us, I'm sure that yours and my seasons are over. There are a couple of western states that have some late season deer seasons going on, but with that full freezer, we're able to look forward to the spring and fall for the 2023 season. And if you're here, then you're interested in camouflage and all the different hunting camo that's out there, and you might be looking just for that little extra edge that you feel that camo gives you when you're out in the field. So in this particular video, I'm going to be discussing what's going on with the Camo Matrix and with the Camo Matrix YouTube channel. But first, I wanted to really say, I thank you for everybody that watched last year, and especially my subscribers, and everybody that's commented and actively participated in the polls that are on YouTube. Thanks to you guys, and thanks to everybody that watched. The channel received over 350,000 views last year, and the Camo Matrix tool had over 60,000 comparisons. So, in the beginning, the Camo Matrix, or my comparisons, before it was even considered the Camo Matrix, had 9 patterns. And with those patterns, I put a couple of backgrounds up, and it was really for me. It wasn't really for anybody else. But since that kind of started this Camo Matrix and Camo Comparison, Camo Showdown thing that I do, I've got over 125 patterns from 50 different hunting brands. So, it's grown quite a bit. And since then, I've traveled, the country when I've done my own hunting, and also when I've done other travels, and specifically taken pictures so that I could get kind of an environment that would match something similar to what you might be hunting. And hopefully I've achieved that. And it's something I'm going to keep doing. And there's a couple of things I'm going to be doing as I improve to make sure that both the camo and the backgrounds have similar settings on them so that I'm not altering an image or altering the camo in order to make it look good. I want it to be kind of as true to the natural light as possible. And that's going to take a little bit of doing on my part. But because of the growth that the Camo Matrix YouTube channel and the Camo Matrix tool has been going through, I've started reaching out to all the brands for the camo patterns that I currently have to see if I can enhance what it is that I'm doing for you. And the goal of that will be to produce even better presentations through improved product photos and with real camo patterns. So I'll actually take these camo patterns and produce better photos rather than these catalog images that I grab and I place into different backgrounds. And it's really to address that common remark or common comment that gets made on YouTube, is that the videos are flawed because I'm taking a catalog image and I'm placing it on a different background. And of course, you're going to be having, and in some cases, you might have a jacket and a pair of pants that were taken in completely different studios with completely different lighting, and then I'm taking it and putting it in a background that's been taken by a different camera and in different lighting. So I'll admit it, yes, it's absolutely true that the Camo Matrix videos are flawed. And I'm going to be trying to address some of those things. So, I need to see if I can give you a better presentation. And, what we have done, I mean, if you've watched the channel and you've used the Camo Matrix tool, you are aware of, think about it, 125 camo patterns. That's, almost unthinkable that we would have that many, but there are. And, I give you the opportunity to go out and investigate that little guy that is producing a really small batch of camo that, and most of these people are really passionate about hunting. They're really passionate about producing a quality product for you. So all the small guys that are out there, check them out, see what it is that they're doing. See if they're really developing something to help you stay in the field longer, to conceal yourself better, and just generally good for the hunting industry. So let's see here. So one of the other things is not all the patterns that are on there are available, but most of them are. Because I've stuck some of these older patterns in there, I do that so that, you know, for any of you that have, say, an old pattern, say like one of the like mossy oak hardwoods. Let's see, there's a couple other ones that are out there that kind of left my mind right now, but some of them are on the Camo Matrix, but you can't purchase them anymore. But if you've got them and you're thinking about getting something new and you want to see how your old camo might compare to something new that you're looking at, that's why I put these older ones out there. So, you know, really the thing is, you know, check out the smaller guys. Don't necessarily take a look at what's in your big store. And I have those in there too. So in the big box stores or in the major hunting companies where they've kind of got this set group of camo that's available for you, you know, you're not pigeonholed into getting those. You know, the idea is that you can take a look at every one of these ones that I've got out there and, you know, make the choice for yourself. A lot of them put, you know, engineering into their products in order to, you know, give you a much better product than something that's just a jacket with a pattern on it. They're thinking about how you're going to be using it and how to keep you warmer and how to keep it drier, but keep it light. And, you know, these layering systems that they do in order to give you that mobility to go from a hot and cold day, you know, within the same hunt. So these are things to really consider. I would like to say that part of this, I've always wanted to improve what I'm doing, but I recently had a discussion with Brian Tyndall of Gear, and it renewed my desire to improve the presentations for you. And I'll admit that, you know, I do get tired sometimes because it's not really, you know, I produce all these videos and make these little programs and let you see how these, you know, the camo patterns may appear in my particular testing scenarios. But, you know, I can get kind of worn down because it's just a side thing that I do. And talking with Brian of Gear, it really kind of renewed that desire to give you something a little bit better. And now I will say, and I'm not going to go into Gear, but go to their website and read up on his approach of developing and producing his USA-made hunting camouflage pattern and products. He's next level, top tier camo pattern development, and we'll get into him a little bit later on this year, but, you know, they're definitely somebody worth checking out. So moving forward, I'm going to attempt to reduce some of the shortcomings of the videos and the Camo Matrix tool and produce more real-life comparisons. And, you know, this will be done with some photo manipulation. This will be done with, you know, gathering photos from a lot of these brands that might be taken in more of a natural environment, or to having the camo itself and taking that photo myself in a natural camo environment. So these are the things that I'm trying to do. So that's where I can give you true lighting or a close to true lighting representation of what that pattern might look like. Because when you take a photo of a pattern, and right now I'm wearing, this is Realtree Edge. You know, we did a big series on Realtree Edge this past year. This particular one is from Hotshot Gear. I'm in front of a green screen right now, and that green screen is going to be reflecting a certain light off of the background on me and making this camo look a little bit different. And so if I was in the woods and I had different shadows and I had different colors that were reflecting off of those trees, off of the green leaves or brown leaves or yellowing leaves in the fall, or a grayed out sky or a bright blue sky, this camo pattern is going to look a little bit different in that particular scenario. So those are the things that we're going to have to see if we can make some adjustments to capture how it may really look in a certain environment. But for now, you know, you can get the idea, just a general idea of what something may look like in a certain setting. But again, you know, we're not going to be perfect because these are studio photos that are taken elsewhere, not in that environment. So let's see where we need to go. So the steps that I'm going to be taking are going to be better photography, better digital production of modifying these background images to match certain color settings that may be taken with the camo, and also evolving some of what it is I'm doing about my presentation. And what I might be doing with the Camo Showdown is I may be taking the Camo Showdown down some, so I won't be using it as much, but what we'll do is we'll do a single camo presentation. So you'll see one particular camo in those environments that I've put them in, but you'll see that one camo so you can look at it as a whole rather than trying to look at both of them at the same time. Now, if you still want to have two camos compared, then absolutely make a request and we'll do the comparison. But what I might do is I might start putting in all these single camo comparisons so you can see them individually. And just like I did the deer walk video, I'll be shooting more of those from different locations in order to give you an idea of how a deer may see you in a different setting. Some from the ground, some from the tree, but we'll be showing you how a deer might see it in their deer vision. So look out for those. In addition, the Camo Matrix tool, I'm going to be changing it also to a single viewer. So we'll actually have the Camo Matrix tool where you can compare the two different ones and change it from human vision to deer vision and move it around. But we'll also have one where it's just a single camo in a single background. This way it can get you a little bit closer to that camo and see it a little bit better. So look for improvements on the deer walk videos, and shoot me some other some comments and ideas of what you might think would be beneficial for you on how you might want to see camo. So for right now, thanks for watching, and remember, the best camo is to remain still and be quiet, but it's also really good if you like the camo that you're in.